Her name finally came out, Begazos. It looks like Lala Anthony got caught up in that Alicia Keys and Swizz drama. See? The word is this private video popped up showing Swizz and Lala getting way too close behind Alicia's back. Close, bios. Bios say Alicia lost her mind as soon as she saw it. Built-up YLT-up PLT up stress from Europe. Just blew up and she confronted both of them in a full meltdown. What goes around comes around. So who's really lying now? The wildest pisses? No surprise. For years, people been whispering about Swizz and Lala, and this audio might just be the proof Alicia has been ignoring all along. Plus, sources say this wasn't just a one-time thing. It's been happening behind the scenes while Alicia played the role of the perfect wife. What's really on that recording? How long has this been going on? And is this why Alicia wants out of the marriage? Hold tight. Tea is hot. Let's break it down because some secrets have to come out now. Here's the crazy part. Even though Swizz's cheating mess looks bad, most Fullerton TTT shocked. Let's keep it real. ISNT ain't Nisanti's past speaks for itself. 40 folks have been saying that you should never cheat since you lose them the way you earn them. The person he was supposedly snooping with, however, is what has truly shocked everyone this time. The streets now claim that this was more than a casual lit has Justin. It has just come to light that Swizz has been having an affair with none other than Lala Anthony. Word from the insider Safer Hassat, this supposed affair has been going on at least 3 years, maybe longer, and somehow Thebeka kept it under wraps till now. Kuzbekos Bekayas Dozanala got caught up in a situation that doesn't leave much room for innocent exouts. He's in that Likto folks air hat just cowed out and fans are shook. Folks are starting to wonder if this perfect marriage was already falling apart behind Thiget scenes as people rumors the dots. But it gets even messier. Rumors say Lala Star married Singh with Swizz while she was still married to Carmelo Anthony. People close say their marriage might have crashed because of that secret fling. And real talk, nobody act like Mello was innocent here either. See, he had his own drama with cheating. So his Sadirni is Faith story wasn't, no secret. The real irony is that while everyone was pointing fingers at Mello, Lala might have been caught up in her own mess with Swizz. Now, Mello got a pass full of cheating accusations and he made Lala look real foolish, especially since she was always out there defending him publicly. She even once said, "I wouldn't be with someone if he was cheating on me. There's no part of me that's okay with that, okay? When I don't go looking for things, but if I were to find out, I would deal with it, okay? But I trust my husband." But the talks about Carmelo cheating got shut down quick. In time, the truth came out. Looks like Lala decided to take back her power. Word is she started doing her own thing on her terms, and Swizz Beatz was said to be involved in all that. Even though he was stepping out, Karma Mello to handle it once he caught wind. That's what really broke their marriage down. But since this affair wasn't out of nowhere, things get tricky here. Actually, radio host Miss Jones was the first to drop the news back in 2021. She said Swizz is hidden. Relations Hyon.ith Lala was revealed by someone on his own team who spied on him. Also, word is that Lala wanted Swizz to leave Alicia in exchange after she filed for divorce from Carmelo. However, Swizz had no intention of ruining his own marriage.
So I don't have a problem with you, Lala, and your husband.
Oh,
Now, whoa. Okay, all right, so wait, backstory. Because I held this in for an entire year, right? So when we first launched the reunion show, somebody that claims to be working in Swizz's camp reached out to me in what I now know is a DM via direct messenger, right? Saying, "I work for Swizz and I need you to know that him and Lala have been having an affair. They are madly in love with each other, but he has already told Lala and continues to tell her, calm down, I'm not leaving my wife."
if you don't believe me, go on his page on IG. He always starts leaving comments in the morning and she be the first one to respond. But she don't just leave one response. She keeps it going and going and going to the point where he said, you got to chill because it's starting to look obvious to my wife. So I said, who are you and why are you giving this information to me? Thank you so much.
So I don't have a problem with you, Lala, and your husband. That was woo. Whoa, okay, all right. So wait, backstory, because I held this in for an entire year, right? So when we first launched the reunion show, somebody that claims to be working in Swizz's camp reached out to me in what I now know is a DM via Swiss Messenger, right? Saying, I heck for Swizz and I need you to know TH and Lala have been having an affair. They're madly in love with each other, but he has already told Lala and continues to tell her, calm down. I'm not leaving my wife. If you don't believe me, go on his page on Ig Morning. Way Steris leaving comments in the morning, and Dosness the first one to respond. But she doesn't just going one response. She keeps it going and going, going to Ebegazint, where he says, you've got to see HL, 'cause it's starting to loyu avio heoreto, my wife. So I said, who you? UNDYRIU giving this information to me? God, I love you. Thank you so, Moody Fence, a blessing. But Swizz went on where to Fancy real quick, saying he and Lala were just friends. No ing wrong. He wrote knock rumors F off, when that didn't stop the rumors though. He shared a screenshot of Alicia's song, Lala, and said, this is thing only Lala, I'm rock of reware. Oh, to the Alicia Keys labum. It's everywhere and it's a classic. Some insiders say when Swizz swore up and down nothing was going on with Lala, Alicia actually believed him. But who's real and who's fake? That's the kind of mess I can't stand. Because even though they just celebrated their anniversary, word is she'd been throwing shade behind his back ever since she found some hard proof. A few days ago, that licensed room for excuslad. RCs say Alicia scintillating this slide. And the vibe in the HIP, RDACIS strizened up explos folks, have the will part, isn't T, new T. Folks have been hinting at it for years through blind items. One from back in 2021, although said don't believe T-loving. Although this ends the alphabet-loving producer, writer, rapper, he is a cheater. He keeps his cheating's name quiet. I would never go ab, and I'd pub name, aim that already happened once. And I ended up having to marry her. T. One more blind item, la list von deeper. TEA. Saying this former A+ list singer turned minus lister has been really busy with the new telly though. Game, her husband has been loving it though and has been cheating with this protege of his who he Lala have will be big. The fact that Alicia and Lala been tight for years just makes T-Synthol thing Nasir. For Alicia, this ain't just about cheating. It's a double betrayal right in her face. Folks feel for her, but many say it's karma coming back around, and that's when things get real messy. Don't forget, Alicia had side pieces back when he was still married to Rashonda, his ex. What you give is what you lose. Plus, Rashonda said two women brushed off her, tries to talk woman to woman like it didn't matter. To add fuel to the fire, Jaguar Wright supposedly said that Alicia was living beneath Rashonda and Swizzy's roof, feigning about behind Rashonda's back while finding to be there only to work on music.
Not around with Swizz and not breaking up happy homes. Like, people are forgetting when she moved into Swizz and them's house to work on the music with them, he was still married to his wife, living in that same house. And then she moved in while she was cool with the wife. It's plot is still her husband to cover up the fact that she's a date and she just got caught beating that girlfriend of hers up down in Aruba somewhere or something like that.
Not around with Swizz and not breaking like Appy. Arms. Like, people are forgetting when she moved into Swizz and N's house to work on the music with him. He was still married to his wife, living in that same house. And then she moved in while she was cool with the wife and plotting to steal her husband to cover up the fact that she's in the end. And she had just got caught beating that girlfriend of hers up down there in Aruba somewhere or something like that. When it all started, she was still legally married to Machanda Amok. Atch didn't hesitate to expose their cheating. Fans got shook when Machanda dropped a long open letter calling out a sleeping with thieping with her man and trying to spin it like a fairy tale. Machanda kept it 100, no holding back. Manda said Alicia didn't care at all when she went woman to woman, thievy wary, they still married and still living together, and just had a baby. Alicia was sitting there writing in her diary like she was the wife, but Macha put it all out there. In that famous letter, in the messages that I sent to her, I made it very clear that, contrary to what she might be hearing, I am still married to my husband, living with him, and just had Akold. It's been 2 years, and I still have not received a response. What I do receive are constant displays of selfishness and disconcern for me and my son. I believed in her until I found out she was possibly sleeping with my husband. The affair was denied by both until it was finally admitted months later. Not just the lies, but she even said she asked Alicia straight up to back off so she could fix her marriage, but Alicia didn't listen. In that same letter, Manda wrote, "You know the role you played in how you contributed to the end of my marriage? You know, I asked you to step back and let me handle my family problems. Problems that you helped create." It's wild. Alicia kept saying she and Swizz didn't get involved until after he and Machanda officially split, even though Machanda laid it all out with a timeline, exact dates, and quotes in interviews. Alicia acted like their bond was love, not betrayal, and said folks were just confused about the timing. But the maths never lined up, and the receipts were there. That's where the irony gets heavy. Sources say Alicia did the same thing to Swizz while he was still with Manda, just like Lala was pushing him to leave Alicia so they could go public. She kept at it till she got that spotlight on their relationship, even while Manda was trying to hold her family down and raise their newborn. Some insiders say it was Alicia who told Swizz to break things off. Swizz left Manda, and now years later it looks like the same cycle is playing out. What goes around comes around. Karma hits back like a boomerang. Folks aren't quick to pity Alicia either because, remember, she wasn't clean with Manda. Word is, Alicia even tried to take her kids, which was nastier than just stealing her man. In the middle of all this drama,